Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another exciting Minecraft episode out in the woods. Actually, not in the woods yet. We're actually approaching the first beaver pond. I have Giovanni with me. Anyway, my name is Kimberly Quinn, and this is Little G. We are here to help you become the boss of your brain. You notice got a little sound of music thing going on back there. Vermont is so beautiful. Oh my God. So we're going to talk about is this whole manifesting your heart's desires thing. And a lot of people talk about this. I'm certainly not the first one, nor will I be the last. But really, the formula is pretty easy. It's like ask, allow, receive, and then do it all over again. So first, whether it's for you, it's God. For me, it's God. For you, it's source of the big S, higher power, the universe. The universe is good. Two, creator of all things, whatever you want to say. But you got to put it out there is the point. Like, what is your next move? And I know a lot of people at a fabulous 58, and it's not just midlifers, it's people in their 20s are going from college to professional world, or college to graduate school, or college to the Peace Corps, or whatever. There's people in relationships making changes. There's, we're all going through changes from, 0 to 102 plus, right? I mean, this is how it works. And so the first thing you got to do is really get some clarity about what your next move is. And so it's to ask, like, just put it out there. Like, it doesn't even mean you're miserable necessarily. It's just maybe there's no spark anymore. Maybe I'm just thinking of somebody right now, David Whyte. That was not my current plan for today, but David Whyte is my favorite contemporary poet. And one of his poems, which I forget the name of, he talks about that internal conversation that we all have. We're not even usually aware of it right away. Then we pull it into consciousness. But often it's just like we're at the end of this job, or, we know, and we're not even miserable. We have friends, whatever. And we're just feeling like there's something new, or that we're capable of more, just ready for something to do that's a little more creative or faster paced, or in a different area, or whatever. Or it might be in a relationship. It doesn't even necessarily have to be romantic. It can just be, really ready for some new people, just to change it up a little bit or something like that. And we start to have this conversation in our head, which is pretty much unconscious for a while. It's kind of the brain kind of talking itself through a big change, right? And then it comes into consciousness, obviously. Eventually it has to, if we're going to make a change, or for the most part, I shouldn't say that, because sometimes the universe takes care of it if we're not really listening. Like, let's say you're miserable. Let's say you are miserable at your job, and but you got a couple of good friends there. You're kind of hanging on for that reason, but it's really not doing it for you anymore. Doesn't pay enough. You have to drive far. Not super appreciated, but you love those two people. Then what happens in a situation like that is it often gets taken out of your hands. I've heard that a lot of times, like in different podcasts, where all of a sudden she finds herself, or he finds themselves fired. And that's because you're telling the universe loud and clear you don't want to do it anymore. But you can't seem to take care of it yourself, so it gets taken care of for you, that kind of thing. So the first thing is, that was just a job example, or it could be a relationship example. So, so ask means putting it out there. What is my next move? I feel it coming. And of course it is the high majority of the time better to go towards positive change than away from something negative. Like it can, either one's a motivator, but it's much better to let's just say the job thing, because it's just easy. It's much better to head towards something new and exciting than it is to try to just get away from something that's bad. It's just a much better feeling, I think, and the motivation is better, and the outcome will probably be better too. So then after ask, that's step one, get some clarity, ask, or just say it. It doesn't have to be a question necessarily. What's my next move? Or like, I'm really feeling it's this way. I'm ready for something new and creative. Bring it on. And remember to stay away from the outcome is necessarily. It doesn't mean you can't visualize it, totally visualize it, but not to have your happiness attached to that exact thing turning out in that exact way. Your creative endeavor might look much different to the universe than it does to you, and the universe is going to definitely have the better interest for you in mind. There's no question. Okay, so ask, and then there's the allow part. So we put it out there, right? But then if we're so busy, we're running around like gerbils on crack. The snow is super deep. I'm just telling you that. So Little G and I took a little breather. If you're like a gerbil on crack and you're putting it out there, I want a new love. I want a new loving relationship or something. But you're flying around, zip, zip, zip. then there's no room for a love to come in your life, right? Or a new job or new in traveling or whatever it is. You got to allow for it. And also with the allowing part, we've talked about this a bunch. I think there's some really good smells out here today. Geez, got a smeller just sniffing away. There he goes. You got to start looking for the green lights. So allowing the universe to do its thing, and realizing that it's not necessarily the big enchilada. I'm trying to just turn around. It's so deep. Look at it. It's like crazy deep, which is awesome. So it's to acknowledge these like little things, like maybe a person comes in your life, like for the job thing, it happens to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who has a beagle who knows somebody. Well, that's a plus, right? And then celebrate that. Be grateful for that lead to your next thing, and then the next thing happens. Be grateful for that. So it's like Lego stacking on itself. Look for the green lights. We have to be, because otherwise the green lights are flashing all around us, meaning go this direction. Also listen to the red lights, not this way, right? But when we can become hyper in tune, tapped in, tuned on, tapped in, tuned in, turned on. That's what Abraham Hicks says. Tapped in, tuned in, turned on. Yes. When we are really ultra sensitive and attentive to the messages that are coming to us, it's just such an easy compass. You just kind of go this way, go that way, and it's so simple. And then being in allowing mode. Okay, allowing. So we ask, number 1. 2, allow. 3, receive. No matter how small it is, the lead's in the right direction. You got to check for $58 you didn't expect because you overpaid something. Thank you for the additional income. That's what you say. Not, oh, isn't that, it's only $55. Just thank you for the additional income if money's your thing. If it's $3, thank you for the additional income. If you find $1 on the ground or a quarter, thank you for the additional income, and actually say that to yourself. So then we have like the receiving part and the being grateful part. Receive and be grateful. And this is just, they go together, right? Because the thing is, we've talked about this before, being grateful. And Wayne Dyer in his jar of coins too. He didn't used to pick them up years and years ago. And then he started to pick them up because, the universe is sending me money, even if it's a penny. Thank you. Thank you for the additional income. And he put it in the jar. And by the end, I don't think he ever knew, or at least never said it, but he said hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and like dirty quarters on the ground. Imagine. And so it's the attitude of gratitude, because every single thought we have expands. Every single one, whether it's positive or negative or anywhere in between. And so once you become aware of that, you want to become super selective over what you allow to linger in the mind. And remember the 17-second rule. Once it goes past 17 seconds, it's even tougher to get rid of it. So we want to be grateful, because realize that we talked about also the unopened birthday present. Your friend comes over, surprises you, or it's a for no reason present, which is even better. And it's all wrapped up beautifully, and she thought of you on a trip, and it's something handmade from off the coast of somewhere, and it was just exactly what you want, and keep it forever, blah, blah, blah. And you say, and you take it, say, okay, thanks, and you set it down at the coffee table. Let's go get lunch, I'll open it afterwards. I mean, would you want to give you another present after that? No. So that the universe isn't going to hand you, if you're not grateful for finding the quarter on the ground, or for, whatever small gifts along the way, why would the universe give you a big one? It doesn't make sense, because the universe is saying, well, she wasn't even grateful for the $1. Why would I give her $1 million? I mean, just gonna land in her lap, and like, who cares? Why would I do that? Or why, if she's not happy in finding something good about this job now, we're not saying you don't want to get out, then why would I give her the ideal job located in the ideal area with a balance of home and remote, and a membership to the gym and tuition remission, and a barista in the lobby? Like, why would I give her all that if she's not even happy with some part of what she has? So that's the whole point. Okay, so let's reiterate now. Ask, allow, receive, and then repeat. Do it all over again, and stay in this catcher's mitt mode, like a catcher's mitt with no baseball in it, ready to catch everything and anything, all the abundance that the universe has to offer. And that's really it. That's what we're saying. Okay, manifest your heart's desires. This is Kimberly Quinn and Lil Giovanni signing off from the beautiful Notch in northern Vermont. Have a mindful, very abundant day.